Coming up on Kofi and Beans.
Like, how do we get from where we are to where they are? And I feel like the one thing that stands out, one of the things that stands out, is the fact that their own people support them. Dave Chappelle.
God, guys. A genius.
A genius.
Great at what he does.
Super.
But wrong in the things he's doing.
First of all, popsicles go down regardless of what the weather is.
So you're a demon?
Maybe.
Remember, if for any reason you must leave your radio, please have the man at the door stamp your ear so you can listen again later.
Odi? Nimveka? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, trash.
Always. Hello.
Hi, Beans.
Hi, Coffee.
I almost called you Coffee.
Oh, did you really?
I did.
I am you. You are me. Call me by your name. The sequel. Here we are.
We should add video to this because I feel like,
No, today I'm especially I haven't organized my. I mean, I just got a fresh fade. I need to be true.
Wow, we see it.
No, and yet you did
it.
not gas me up, please.
I always gas you up. It's just that today we had company, remember?
That's true. We don't like to love in front of people.
No, private. Love is for private things.
Shout out to Lawrence the barber. He knows what to do with me. I'm gonna start tipping you the second I come into a cuter bag. I promise. Hi, Coffee.
Hi. How's your week been?
Long and challenging, but thankfully over. And yours?
I barely remember my week.
Last week, I remember we left with saying you were what you were planning on achieving in your week. Mm-hmm. Did any of those things happen?
Yeah, no, hey. I had the longest to-do list, and I've only hit 3 things on that list.
How long was the list? I don't know.
It was like, I had 20, 25 items on that list.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like not a particularly difficult week. I think some of those tasks were just very consuming.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Also just, time consuming mentally, emotionally. Listen, it's a lot, huh?
That's cool.
It's a lot.
You got you're on the other end?
I think I'm on the other end.
And that's what matters.
It's cool. Like, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, including non-binaries, it's been a bit of a, hectic week for that. Sorry, I'm just paying a nod to Dave Chappelle's
Dave Chappelle.
God, guys. A genius.
A genius.
Great at what he does.
Super.
But wrong in the things he's doing.
I remember who tweeted. Shout out to Luke. Luke tweeted that he is funny and he has the capacity to be funny outside of the things that he chooses to make jokes of. And that's absolutely fact. He's just using it to, I don't know, this cancel culture thing, this battle that he has going on. I don't know whether he's winning or if anybody is winning, but I feel like maybe you should change the strategy.
First we had preambles. I was gonna, talk more about you as a person.
It's late. We're in it now.
Where we are, Libra season, festival season.
Season.
Such a great time. Listen, I'm a big advocate of the winter and I talk a lot about it. But let me tell you, my favorite part about summer is this. It's a great time to be outdoors. Great time for sundresses. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Great time. Just be out there in your tiny, tiny shorts. A beer tastes so beautiful. The crisp kiss of a gulp of a cold brew on the hot afternoon.
Those are the things, right?
It's something of heaven. I was gonna do all that, but guys, I went into that. I don't know. There's a lot out also on things that we're watching, and possibly that's a lot of things we're feeding off of right now. But genuinely, looking at what he did on his Netflix special, Luke is right, which is that he is a genuinely funny, thought-provoking, interesting person and has interesting views and much to do. But also, it's something that is very interesting very particular to me because I think we talk about cancel culture as a disease and what it's become, and that is not incorrect, which is that we have lost the plot.
Truly.
We have lost the plot. Initially, it was there to make people accountable for things that they have done, things that they've said, viewpoints that are very harmful in a very significant way to people living in the world. Most of these people tend to be marginalized people. Beyonce once said, "There's no, no, it wasn't Beyonce. It was Beyonce. It comes up from shame. It was what's this dude? Malcolm X." The most disrespected person in America is a black woman. And that's true of that time, but I feel like the most disrespected person is probably like a black woman who is on the LGBT spectrum. Which is, if you're black, you're a woman, and you're that's trans. That's the hat trick of struggle. Like, what's gonna happen? And what cancel culture, the disease, has also bred is these antibodies who are just like, no, let me tell you, bro, cancel culture ain't shit, and it's okay that we are on this, path to da-da-da. Very insightful. It was. I don't know if you see the full thing.
I did not, unfortunately.
I did. It's good. He's. I see when people talk about the genius, you can see it.
Yes.
You can see it. You can. He's a very insightful person. You can see the working is great. The answer is wrong. That's my thing.
Okay.
The working, wonderful. I love, whatever, and how he links things and how he's gonna pull, and he's very well curated. It really is, and that's the thing. Doesn't even feel like stand up at some point. It really starts feeling like a sermon or a TED talk or something, whatever. And it's okay. That aside, what's the crux of what he's saying? Some pretty harmful stuff, and also, I'm always worried about people who, anytime I hear the sentence, he says it like it is, I'm always concerned. Of anyone. Also, if you start getting an endorsement by someone, which he didn't, but if you start seeing endorsements by people like Tommy Lauren, who I don't know if you know of her, is this big pro-Republican, very just anti anything that is good, you will find her in the opposite.
She's
just
problem,
contrarian to a point where it's not even about whether someone has a point to what they're saying. When you see people like that sort of endorsing things, it makes you kind of feel gross, because you can see how someone's like, yo, but he spat a bar, or it's a wise way to say wrong things, and that's something that was really sort of awkwardly heavy afterwards. I have a pretty decent sense of humor, so I'm not especially sensitive to a lot of things, but I did leave that special feeling kind of away. I was like,
okay, so I know what I'm watching tonight in full. What?
Do you know what else you should watch?
What?
Do you know what else?
I feel like I know what you're about to say.
Say.
Squid Game?
Absolutely.
Done and dusted.
Did you finish the whole thing?
Yes!
You finished the whole thing?
I think we watched it in 2 nights.
I love that.
3
You
nights.
watched it with someone?
Yeah.
I'm so glad and proud and jealous.
Glad, proud, and jealous. Listen, it was fun to watch.
Was it?
It was! Listen, the first... I don't even remember how long the first episode was.
About
it should be like
40.
The first 30 minutes felt like they were dragging. And I was thinking, I don't know whether I'll get through this. And then as it got to the end of the first episode, I was like, hold on, what is this? And we just continued. I think we got to the 4th episode, but then we were watching at night, so we were tired, and we were like, nah, we're gonna come back tomorrow. So yeah, we finished it.
Shout out to your discipline.
Listen, I wanted to know what was gonna happen. Now it's can we share? Maybe people haven't watched.
No, definitely people haven't watched. This is spoiler free. We won't be going into whatever.
Yeah, just watch it. Watch it. That's all I'll say. I think North Korea. It's North Korean, right? South. Jesus.
Because North Korea is definitely.
Yes. I think because in the...
It for sure.
They mentioned North Korea
yes.
in my... They did, right?
They do. And
yes.
And I'd never seen that before, where they're like, oh, there's the other part, which is deeply oppressive.
Yeah, sorry, in my head it just registers as North Korean. completely forgetting the political situation. But yeah, it was a really dope show. If you haven't seen it, please do. And then we can discuss that at length.
I don't even know if we ever can because
Exactly.
guys, it was an emotional roll. It's still because I'm not done.
And do you think there's another season? I want to see.
Why else? I mean, I haven't finished this, so I don't know where else.
I
This
can't
can
crack
go.
these jokes because people haven't seen them. You know what? Watch. I will crack Squid Game jokes in the next episode.
No, but like I haven't cried at something.
You cried?
Okay. I could. There's.
It was. Listen.
Let me just. Marbles is all I'm gonna say. Marbles. I cried. Filamba. I was just like.
My heart was so broken.
It's a really great time. It's a really great show. It's really. I'm wondering what the point of. Okay, so the only main thing that we can sort of pay any type of comparison to, which was like Parasite, which was I think the big opener of Korea, which has such a booming industry, entertainment industry, as you all know, like K-pop, which I think is kind of uncomfortable to like vie for because those people, their contracts are crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
How crazy is
their
crazy?
contracts are crazy.
How crazy
They're
is
like.
crazy?
So I saw something about how like the like human rights violation type crazy. Like you're going to not eat this. This is very strict regimen. You are going to. This is basically your curfew. Your situation. It's like it's basically Britney Spears conservative, whatever the hell.
Gosh, I watched that documentary, but listen. See, my mind has gone left now. I was gonna say, that sounds like... So they give you all these restrictions for money, technically. How much do you even get?
So from what I know and from what I've read and seen and like watched in my thing is that it's not as deeply, you're not in like a crazy bag, but it's, I mean, I think there's a type of human being who doesn't even seem necessarily like like vain or whatever. It's a great thing to put out work. To be honest, even just making this show, I really love coming on there. Granted, your vibe and your spirit, but just genuinely to put things out into the world that you've made is a wonderful thing. Is it the same for music? Definitely not. You can. K-pop bands tend to be like 39 people.
Which I'll never understand how you have so many people on. It's a lot. It's also excessive.
Deeply impressive that people like K-pop stands will know all 79 people's names.
Wow.
And personalities.
I can barely remember a group of 30 people.
Like
It's 10.
Like it's a lot. It's a lot to like connect to that people, but it also speaks to their hard work and also how their people push it. So I don't think that it's necessarily for wealth. From what I know, a lot of like their labels and stuff get a lot of their money and stuff. Which is there's a lot of exploitation that goes on there. So I don't really know what I can say about the crux of like where people get to enjoy that. I don't know. I really don't. I could lie. Maybe we should look for like a former K-pop band member who like,
maybe, and like speak to them.
Yeah.
And, like let us know what it is.
I mean, I don't know how we get that. I just feel like we can just like read something them said.
We don't. The point is we're putting it into the universe. We're manifesting.
Yes. Oh, we're manifesting. We're manifesting.
We're putting it into the universe, and we're hoping that the universe delivers.
Wow.
But yes.
Coffee and Beans will return after the break.
Explore the world of psychological thriller within you. From the makers of the Pan-African Party comes a gripping, chilling journey. Coming soon to the Avocado Media Network. Subscribe on YouTube and Patreon.
Welcome back to Coffee and Beans.
it's funny when you were speaking about like strict rules and diets and stuff. I thought about Beyonce, and that time she went on that crazy diet where she was literally drinking. What was she drinking? It was like a shake a day or something. It was like insane.
It's a tough thing to do. I'm always curious because what if these aren't even their real bodies?
Break that down for me.
If you live every day on a grapefruit and a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, that's not your real body.
It really isn't. It's like, yeah, no. How do you even survive that?
But that's not your real body. And
To be dancing on stage. Do you think that they take performance enhancing?
I mean, definitely when you think about like the athleticism that goes into being on stage.
Exactly, because it's a lot of work.
It is, but I also need to say that there are not very many people who do the dancing whatever thing fully. I would look at people, even artists that I beloved. I'm gonna sing some of the lyrics and then give the microphone to the crowd. I'm gonna sing 2 bars and then give it back to the crowd and you sing. And I'm like, boss, like me, I could have stayed at home and done this. Have you seen many Zambian acts live?
No, not many, unfortunately. Trying to do better in that regard.
People who I have seen, Mampi does. She came for my office party about 2 years ago. I enjoy and Sweetie Lee is like a song I genuinely enjoy. I love it so much.
Been a minute.
It's a beautiful, it's a great time. But she's got the whole, she's, I don't know, there's something about the way she does it that I really, really enjoy. Chef does have an incredible like stage presence and knows his stuff, and he doesn't come off breathy or whatever, and he moves, man. I think he brought a gym. So I think people generally, it also goes with your fitness and whatever. Oh, just on the same topic, just shout out to Chameleon, our beloved. I feel like our model, he's very good. Like
I mean, he is fantastic. Been waiting on him.
Is that what your face is? Because he hasn't released something? I thought you were about to release another bar.
No, I'm cool.
Does he owe you money? What's going on?
I wish. No, I'm just gonna step back from this one.
Okay. Oh really? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm just saying shout out and like happy recovery. He had like a partial stroke.
Oh my word!
Yeah,
really?
So yeah, that's where I was going.
Oh shame.
But did he
I
not?
hope he's better.
I mean, I hope so. Also.
Where did we hear this? I didn't hear that.
Did you drink literally in the past week?
Did not catch wind of that.
Yeah, so that's where he is. I really love the song called That's such a beautiful song.
It is. I love that song. I love a lot of Chameleon's work actually.
Yeah, he's such a great person.
Yeah.
He's such a great artist.
He is. He is.
He really knows.
I'm wondering why we haven't heard from him in a minute.
Same. And we kind of did need I like how do you feel about the Zambian trajectory of music?
I think we're going a really wonderful direction. I think we just need more we just need more I'm sorry. We just need more local people to support local art.
Always.
Because for the longest time I've been wondering, like, what is the difference between, we have 2 very big powerhouse entertainment industries on the continent, right? That is the Nigerian entertainment industry and the South African entertainment industry. And like, those are huge. The Nigerian, sure, you have the Nigerian movies, which, to be honest, yeah, it's a lot. But we all love them, whether we love to hate them or we just love them. They're entertaining as shit. And then also just their music, that a lot of us try to bite because it's vibes. And then there's also the South African industry. We've been watching South African series, listening to South African music for the longest time, right? They've created these amazing entertainment ecosystems that just thrive. And I've been wondering, like, what is the difference between, like, how do we get from where we are to where they are? And I feel like the one thing that stands out, one of the things that stands out is the fact that their own people support them. Right? You get a lot of a lot of support. South Africans like their own music. They put their own culture into their music and their entertainment. It's like they brand themselves a certain way and support themselves a certain way. That, I guess, when you are out on the world stage, when people are asking who you are, your people are like, how do you not know who this is? Like, this is John. God, for all the Johns out there, I'm so sorry. But
so Kofi only knows one name. That is, whenever we're going to figurative speech, only one name.
No, listen, it is so. I mean, John Doe. That's why there's a John Doe, because John is like the name. But yeah, people are just like, this is John from na. He does the best da. You know, like, I feel like.
So those two that you've mentioned, South Africa, Nigeria, population-wise,
there's that too.
There's that too,
especially Nigeria.
Jesus, Nigeria. You're lying, lords. So many. Oh my God.
Especially Nigeria, and also I think obviously as time moves on and technology progresses, there's also an attention to detail and like an excellence in production that stands out for sure.
So I mean, shout out, number one, you did plug Natasha Chance's project last week.
I did, and I listened and I loved.
Did you really?
I did.
I don't have Deezer. I have Spotify, and she's not there yet.
Really?
The full project?
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, that was Apple Music, right?
I don't have it on full yet.
Okay.
But listen, it's really not even that. I'm just, Summer has found me, and I'm playing a lot with my money, guys. So but I really feel horrendous because she's her cadence, the way she sounds. I won't even cap, even just like the cover art for. I think it was in the pink, whatever.
Exactly.
It just looked so fresh and mint. I think there's a lady by the name of Walia Nkumbula, I think, that's the label that I don't even know the wires. And
Walia Nkumbula, basically CEO of Z Arts.
I adore
wonderful. First of all, that young woman there.
Tell me.
Vision. She's hardworking.
It's great.
Walia, if you're listening to this, I wish I were you when I was younger, because girl, you're doing the thing.
I always wonder what do you think? Is this what you think is restricting people from like fully growing up? Is it an issue of support? Do we have a culture that is unsupportive? Do we not have the population? Because also when you look at certain things, and it's so interesting that you mentioned these two specific places, being Nigeria and South Africa. South Africa, I remember during the last inauguration, the entertainment part of it, I wanted to enter the ground. I wanted to set myself on fire and spread the ashes in separate continents. I wanted to flush my spirit down the toilet. It was so cringe. Welcome to the inauguration. We are here to inaugurate.
I feel like obviously more could have been done in that regard. There was
the bar was. I was like, bro, stage councils are here. The world
it was entertaining if the bar was
the way it should be.
Exactly.
My gosh.
But yeah, hey. Yeah.
My gosh. It was so bad. And you know what that made me realize? I was like, y'all didn't invest in like songs during the cha-cha-cha era. I don't know even know if it's my absence of education here. I don't know any equivalent to, I don't know what the title of the song is. I only know what it sounds like.
Love. This is why we should have video.
This is exactly why we don't. I don't know what those songs are. For Zed, I don't know. I don't know if we don't like a museum chill in Zambia. Every time I have a few people who come from abroad, or like we make friends through Twitter sometimes, just in the world, and they'll be like, yo, show me, let's go to where can we go? Okay, so there's Granddad.
Only like a list of what? 4, 5 things.
Eshokanyama, which isn't that's not a Zambian culture thing.
Not really.
That's literally a South African like concept, like model. And I'm always uncomfortable with how little. I mean, I would love, genuinely, I think you can take them to specific spots.
But hold on. I mean, wouldn't you say it somewhat mimics the Michopo culture to a degree?
What does what?
The Shokanyama. Isn't it like
That.
Think about it.
But who's industrialized? Who's brand?
Okay, yeah.
who's
When
branded?
there's that, but I'm just saying, like, it isn't entirely un-Zambian.
But also, I'm wondering if the Michopo came before the Shokanyama. So what I'm looking at is here, Kalindula is a Zambian sound. You cannot. By the way, I do need to mention, if you find the time, look for Tame Impala's song, I think Lost in Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Or it can't be real deep. I think it's Lost in Yesterday. And that's a Kalindula, like through bass. There's a way that's very specifically to Zambian sound.
Cool, I've just added that to my...
So you have to check out Lost in Yesterday by Tame Impala. Kalindula is a very specific Zambian sound, and by Zambians. We also have a lot of Zamrock people that, like, we talk about The Witch, who had wonderful music. I can't speak to their lyricism and like the things they were saying. I'm not gonna touch that, but they had wonderful musicality about them. We don't have anything to point at and be like, oh, they're that. And this is why when you don't do that from jump, you can't have people like that at the inauguration, which seems just like an event. It's not that big a thing. It kind of is. Because I know how we look at these. The whole country's, brand new rebranding. Like, it's a really big moment for us, and that's the type of thing that you can have there. Do you feel that Zambia has the potential to get to the point of Nigeria and South Africa, given the quote-unquote shady? Do we have enough of an identity to push that? Do we have enough of a cultural identity to push that? Because even we love every single artist that's coming out. I love new phase rap. I don't believe that Africans should just be on a drum beat.
Yeah.
And,
same.
Kwasha kwash. I don't think that's the bounds of what we have. But when you speak on the people that you've spoken to, Wizkid, whose song with Thames has done so well. That is, whoever is in America will hear jollof rice when they play. No matter what. You will.
Oh, no, yes.
Piano, like you're going to be...
Exactly. So they basically have packaged themselves in, like...
I don't even...
This is us as a people type way? Is this what you're saying?
I don't even think that. It's just... They have that. I don't dispute that there are, Nigerian and South African rappers who are more akin towards, the Coles and Kendricks and those types of bars and that type of lyricism and that sonic wavelength and space. But do you think that Zambia, and when I think about who's going to be like a flagship, like a chef, or who are those pair?
Those pair?
Those two dudes.
You say two dudes and I think the fake.
Are those Zambian people?
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Okay, we're gonna fix that.
Should I?
We'll fix that. Don't worry.
I must.
Yes.
Are they good?
I think they're lovely.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is this like...
Okay, lovely isn't the word. Lovely makes it seem very...
I liked it. I was about to be like, yo, is this Casey and Jojo? Like,
no, not even.
I'll check them out.
Okay,
no.
Which two dudes now?
It's gone. Oh, the brain cells are terrible. It's rotting right before me. Two dudes.
Give me more.
Copper
Chandana K.
There we go.
Shout out to Chandana K. I just felt like...
Yeah, did they not have the song with Abel?
They did.
That was them?
Literally, first episode we tackled shoutouts.
Can we put those Can we put those as our champions to put us on the map? And would that be effective? Would that represent even part, honestly, of what we have.
I don't know. I mean, I think so. Nothing is impossible.
I mean, that can't be the sentence.
No, it can't be the sentence, but I feel like you're asking it in a little...
Donald Trump was a president.
This is fair. No, like honestly, I feel like I do enjoy their music. And it isn't even like... It isn't necessarily what I would reach for on a regular day. Right?
Absolutely.
But I absolutely enjoy it.
It's good for a gym.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
You should. You'll be pumped out.
Hi. Next time I'm in the gym, Chandanake. Yeah, man.
That's them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Madega no do same day.
That's exactly.
But yeah, I feel like it is. Yeah. Wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
What's the push we need?
I feel like I'm gonna write like a thesis on this or something. Do some research and just put out a paper. But I feel like aside from the support, as in people buying and sharing, like seriously though, every time you get an opportunity, especially with Zambia, I know we like to pirate a lot as a people because life is expensive. But I feel like every time you get an opportunity to purchase local art, you should do it in whatever form. So I feel like that's one, just buying and sharing. I think most importantly, especially if you enjoyed it, share it with people so that other people can get that as well. And then also I think proper structures in the entertainment industry, proper structures and like payment systems and just, I don't know, put together like a proper, I don't know how to word this.
No, but it's also just even like with labels.
Yeah.
People hear about, I think coming into this new era, a lot of people sort of whispered about that certain artists were sort of encouraged in a zealous fashion to put out certain music that was supporting certain people and that had certain messages.
Oh, right.
Because of contractual obligations, quote unquote, which I mean could be scapegoat because a lot of people potentially just didn't have the spine to say no. But you look at exploitation happens number one in every continent, in every entertainment industry. But when you look at something in their case such as Zambia, you wonder how many different labels are there to even carry an artist. And speaking to anyone, just talking, people like to say, why not just be independent? That is a hard
It's very difficult
thing to do.
It is, and it's hella expensive.
That is a lot to undertake, and it's a very tough situation. I don't even know if we even have time because we are going towards our 7th episode, which will be our closer, but I was really hoping we'd get a chance to sort of figure things out because a wonderful up-and-came artist by the name of Bachi, A-double-C-I, yes.
My heart.
Swoon, baby girl. This man is going to up our population. I don't even know.
Bachi.
He's really coming up, and he's one such artist. He has such a wonderful vision for what he wants to happen. He's so young.
He's so talented.
12 and a half. I don't even know
his voice.
what age that is. But like he
Did you say 12 and a half?
Could be. Anyone,
Potentially, you never know.
Just go side. In a way, not that I don't rate them, but whenever someone's 25 and below, I'm just like...
This is just how we know that we're old.
I have had
Not
this
what
that what are you doing all this? But he really is, and he's so like, and I have the privilege to sort of, we've talked a little bit. We talked a little bit when we can, and it's a lot that goes into that. And you sort of was looking to start seeing the rollout of that. He's got a new project coming out next year.
Signed to a Canadian label, I believe.
Yeah, which I can imagine was no easy thing to do. So you have so many people who are doing that, and like the structures, as you've said, I don't think he could achieve what he's trying to with the people that we have.
Also, I think our mindset needs to change a little as well.
Towards what?
It's just with creative work, people don't rate it much. No, seriously. I feel like you wanna be a rapper. From color rapper. Okay, I mean you can do that in your bedroom for but wake up, wear your suit, and I completely understand because we don't really have people locally that we can point to and say, that one made it, right? So it's almost like we don't believe in ourselves enough to believe that we can make it that big with our talent.
A very strange thing that sentence just gave me is I feel like it all comes back to the pursuit of the humble culture.
It is, I think, to a degree. It ties into that. But I feel like, if we believed in ourselves a little more, the possibilities are endless.
Do you think with our population, because I always think about how the people that we have, because when you talk about Nigeria, I'm going back to Nigeria, South Africa, we have a lot of people. And from that lot of people, we have a decent amount of people who in the bag. So even for like gigs, for your albums, for your streamers, there are people to do that. With our type of population, do you think, given the right amount of reach to reach the masses, do you think that we can get to? I don't even know if that's a level do you think that we can get to that level? To like a Niger, South Africa type situation?
I think we can. I mean, why not? First of all, how many festivals have you, how many events have you been to since event season started?
Like, today's going to probably be my second. I've been life has been happening in such a weird way, which is why by the time this airs, I think the Oktoberfest would have happened. There was the night market, which was like last night. So like that possibly, this is my second one. This is going to be my second one. But people have been coming.
Exactly, and we spend, we go, we spend, we enjoy. We have the capacity. And let's not forget that we live in a globalized world, a globalized economy. It doesn't just have to be here. Just if you say and you package yourself right, even outside. There are certain artists that here, it doesn't seem to like hit the same, and you find people in South Africa enjoy their sound.
That's true.
And people purchase in South Africa and listen in South Africa more than they do here.
I remember
there are all these opportunities, I feel like.
Was it like Angela Nure? There was someone who was like really popular in like, was it Denmark or Belgium? It was some niche situation, and I was just like, yo.
Niche, where you don't even know them like that.
I was like,
you're gonna bump into a Danish guy that will sing all the songs by this person and you don't even know one.
So I always say, the god of Elsa Majimbo is not that far away, genuinely. And this is a point that will seem a bit whiny, and we've heard it packaged and mispackaged left and right. There are quote-unquote Twitter faves, and that's fine. But I always see how this girl went from making, funny little videos, eating lays on her bed. And
now she's out here wearing, what was she wearing? Was that Giorgio Armani?
She was at the Met Gala.
Whoa.
That's my sentence.
I was just like, okay, girl.
That's my sentence. She was at the Met Gala.
Out here chilling with Rihanna.
Like,
Naomi Campbell.
Why do you have that type of content? How has that gotten to where that is? And it's like you just said, the world, and we're much smaller than we used to be. It's not that hard. And so when people say retweet, which is fine, like, no, it's not. This is actually the very crux of it. If you like something, if you are supportive of something, or if you even think it's nice, down. Punch for 2 seconds and just send some stuff out.
Like, share.
I loved when there was splits, because for me that was where I just made people that it made it a business stage. Because like that's easy, it's not really, because I think a lot of people are pressed about I adore, millennial culture, but I can see sometimes, I know quite a number of people who only curated structure, retweets in a specific
Really?
I swear to God.
Are you serious?
I promise.
So some of us that just go
Someone
scrolling and liking and
You and me
retweeting.
know very well. It would just be, I only do this. This is only whatever. This is my brand. I'm telling you. And it's fine and it's okay. It's okay. But when you look at it on this other sly place, which is that how easily that can go from nothing to someone else seeing. I remember when in the pandemic there was that Vogue challenge or whatever where you post a photo and you hashtag it. I think Vogue something. There was a Vogue like whatever. And Padma Lakshmi, who I know because I like watching TV shows where people cook food that I've never eaten. I don't know. I don't know what they threw with.
You will let me know when you find out.
Chopped.
You let us know.
Chopped.
Yeah.
Come dine
Slaps.
with me. I think.
I love Come Dine With Me
Such a
though.
good time.
Can we have a Come Dine With Me Lusaka?
I would volunteer as tribute.
That would be dope.
I'd love to be the voiceover guy because his work is really excellent. It really ties the show together.
It's fun.
And yeah, Padma Lakshmi, who's like a host on Top Chef, like put my boy on. Like this.
Also, I just realized I said Come Dine With Me Lusaka. Let's just make it Zambia.
There we
I'm
go.
acting like Lusaka is the only Zambia there is.
How excellent would it be to just go to a house in Chalala and then how even goes in the middle of Habubullah?
In the middle of the prep.
Because that's true life.
It truly. It
Come
would
down with me,
reflect.
South Africa.
There is.
Yeah.
But I want to Come Dine With Me Zambia.
No, I mean I just realized that that's a very practical endeavor for things to do. I love the thing that we did. The what's the one?
Date My Family.
Excellent.
That was hilarious. I loved it.
We did such, and the guy who does the voiceover for that is so great at what he does.
Isn't that what's his name?
And the Bittersweet Corporation.
Yeah.
At this point.
Did you say corporation?
That's what it is.
Okay, Bittersweet Corporation. BSC.
Yeah.
What's his name?
We'll plug him.
I will mention it when it comes to me.
I love how also Bittersweet because I first I'm going to be a little momentous for a moment, just like for a second. I'm going to be a gatekeeper. Bittersweet started initially. It was at La Gondola at Arcades shopping mall before it started looking like abandoned lunch boxes. I don't know.
What do you mean? Please.
Visualize what it looks like now after the renovation. Tell me that doesn't look like Tupperware. I don't understand. It's the most underwhelming revamp I've ever seen. Because the last one was
It's like you've done the opposite of what you needed to do.
the one with the pond. The time we had the little pond.
Yeah,
that was cute.
I love that.
And they had the little cafe. It was cute. It was cute. Manda who I can tell leveled up, and I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah,
but
arcades not so much.
Lost the plot.
I honestly don't know what's going on there.
I don't know if we are using this as a front to embezzle. It's fine. It's cool. No shade. We'll have to make it. Hope the FIC don't catch you. Anyway, La Gondola at the time was like, it was this. I didn't even know it was. Just a little hole in the wall, but it had its own crowd and what. I'm realizing we're probably hyper elitist Caucasians because it just wasn't, But like La Gondola was just a little hole in the wall, very cute little thing.
Yeah.
That's where it was like a speakeasy and you'd go. And it was just Esther Chungu, that's where I first saw and like met her. And I think this is pre-Miju Pompey possibly. I hope I'm not talking out of my bum. But like basically, and even that was what Bittersweet Poetry was. And then they sort of blossomed into this other business venture and everything. But I only bring this up because I really want to say Esther Chungu with Coldplay. Guys.
I still haven't watched that. Only heaven knows why.
It literally was a 2-minute clip on Twitter.
No, I wanted to watch the full thing.
Oh, the full thing?
Yes.
Eesh, that's a lot of weight.
But yeah, that is literally not on my official to-do list, but it's one of the things that mentally I took note of. Like I have to watch that performance.
That she was there, that they were doing that, I don't care. That people wanted to eye roll and say she wasn't the Beyonce of Zambia. That's not, they didn't mean that in a literal fashion. I don't know why. Also, I think that just speaks to Chris Martin being a really genuinely warm guy, trying to rile up the crowd and get her hyped and everything. that just made me. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. But I'm just like, my word.
Coldplay. Yeah.
Who else? Which other band is that prolific? I mean, I grew up on Paramore, and I feel like that's like, for me, you know, Paramore and Tame Impala, black bands, mind your business. But like Coldplay is, you know,
Yeah.
that's the band. And she
love
was up
Coldplay.
there.
Yeah.
And
I was so
seeing
proud, man. I was just like, yes, girl.
And they were playing.
Yes.
She wasn't even like
What song was that? Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Yeah.
That was mad.
Yeah.
That was a very big like.
It was like, I know, I had all the butterflies and my chest was all warm and fuzzy. Yeah, man. Congratulations, girl. Hey, if you're listening, we hope you are.
Coffee and Beans will return after the break.
Are you a fan of classic African music? Well, we have just the thing for you. Coming soon to the Avocado Media Network is the Pan-African Party. The Pan-African Party is a weekly celebration of African music hosted by critics. Keep an eye on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for more news. The Pan-African Party, celebrating African excellence.
Welcome back to Coffee and Beans.
In the meantime, like, repost with people in small businesses, and
Like everything
it's
just.
just nuts. It's really, it takes so little. The guy with the popsicles.
Was that what the fuck was?
The guy with the popsicles. There's a man who sells Wowza popsicles. I've only seen it on Twitter, which I'm starting to realize is my only like portal outside of the world. I work a very demanding job and I barely get out. This is as much human contact as I have.
I'm glad that it's with me though.
I'm very
Yeah, I'm so glad.
I'm gonna times it by 9,000 people when I go out this afternoon. But those types of things, and you see, I think FNB did like a little profile on his journey and what they're doing, and with him, I think I'm going to collaborate on something. And that just came up.
I haven't seen that.
He was just a homie. I'll link you. He was just a dude who used to like move around the cooler box selling popsicles, like just for a bag to get into school. And
Oh wait, I think I came across that. I was probably looking for something and then I was just like, okay, I'll come back.
And that's sort of speaks to, number one, a lot of drive that goes into that to maintain. I think when you're putting people out to a hustle, like that is just how it's. Because I'd always see like a post. And I remember also, this was during week time, and I said, this person doesn't care for your tonsils. But also,
First of all, popsicles go down regardless of what the weather is.
so you're a human.
Maybe.
Valid. So, I mean, all those things, and then now I saw that, and I was just like, yes.
Yeah, growth. Flourish, brethren. I think I'm gonna get some popsicles today. Exactly.
Today it's valid, not in fucking June.
It's fine. I have ice cream in June. Like, I'm sorry. And you can never, like, talk me out of it.
As a lactose intolerant person, I'm offended, but
Sorry. But anyhow, the point of this conversation is to say, guys, like, comment, share, retweet, I don't know, quote tweet, copy that link, put it on your status. If you can, send it to a group where if you think people are gonna appreciate whatever it is that you're sharing in that group. Okay? We are where it starts, I believe. We are definitely where it starts.
what's for the weekend, do you know?
Not yet. My people and I, my family and I, are trying to figure out what we're doing today. But outside of that, I don't think we've decided yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Family time?
might have like a cool little braai somewhere, but yeah.
Okay. For me, all roads lead to a mystical place, Papa Joe's. I do miss when Oktoberfest was, the whole...
It was like mini road trip
It was...
situation, right?
I love that.
That was so much fun.
It was our little brand of Coachella. You kind of going to this place, or just going to misbehave, and not even really, just to have a really fun. It's a cross-country chill. That's nice.
That's always
That's
nice. Speaking of like Coachella festivals and stuff, we should do festivals.
You and I?
Yes, and like our people. And just
To attend or to
attend?
Oh, I was confused. I was
no,
like,
not to host. That's a lot of work.
That's so much work.
No, it's okay. I mean, kudos to everybody that hosts like events and festivals and stuff. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, God's favorite.
It's truly. But yeah, we should do that. That'd be fun. And then we could come and like share our experiences.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
We'd review them.
Yeah.
If we thought about this, we would have.
We would have. We really would have. But not at the moment. Shame.
We move.
All right.
Everyone listening, everyone vibing.
Oh no! Wait. But what have you been listening? Let's plug somebody. What have you been listening
What have
to?
I been listening to? What have I been listening?
Okay. Obviously.
What have I been listening to? Fuck. What have I been listening? I haven't listened to anything yet.
Really?
I woke up with a craving to like be put onto a new, like I like a new, an interest, like I enjoy a good band, and I haven't felt anything for any band in a very long time. I just sort of went back to Young Giants, like some indie people that I really liked when I was in campus.
I was actually about to ask who be that?
Yeah.
Because Young the Giants? I'm gonna look that up right after
There's a
we're
song
done.
called Islands that I used to enjoy getting the best to. I was very like intentionally sad when I was young. I didn't
Okay.
know sadness would come by itself.
Were you like intentionally sad because it seemed cool?
I would.
or...
I mean, I was pretentious, but not like that.
Okay.
But like, I would just go into like a bag of sadness. So like, Bonnie Fair, like Young Giants.
Oh my gosh.
Death Cab for Cutie. I was just like, which was just like my formative years of like youthful angst. I think that was just left
I wish
over.
I knew you
Left
then.
over puberty. Yeah, you would have actually. No, would you have? Yeah, possibly. I used to dye my hair. And
Mama, you were that boy.
I was that boy. I was
Okay.
I was a little,
That's fun.
Like, pursuant to the old kid status. And then, then it sort of mellowed out and I like joy now.
You do.
I see
You
it
very
now.
much do.
I really,
Yeah.
But it was, it was an important thing. I do want to say shout out to the Gen Z kids because you're actually dyeing your hair in a really nice way.
Yeah?
Their hair, they actually know what they're doing. For me, I burnt a scalp, peroxide versus
They have YouTube.
that honest. No, it's just so they just have people who, estheticians who know what they're doing.
There's that too.
They really do, and they have much better dyes. I potentially could grow a third arm, and because of the chemicals I put in myself, I'm unsure. So yeah, who are you listening to?
Who am I listening to aside from Natasha Tanza?
Yes.
And I finally listened to Critic's new project.
No producers.
Yes,
allowed?
have you listened?
Is it not fantastic?
It is great.
So good.
Like, let me tell you what my favorite jams off of.
Better.
I first of all, what is it? Flowcane, the first one.
Okay. Also, you know people are in a writing bag when even the titles are linked.
Right? I think the first track is Flowcane, and it pulls you in such a wonderful way. I remember listening and I was just like, yes. Especially if you're a hip hop head, listen. That's something that you should definitely add to your listening list. Do people do that, listening list?
They must.
Okay, well, I do listening
Other
list.
than Critics album.
Was that Vic Mensa? There was a single that dropped, I think, The Taste. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Those are that's what I've been listening to this past week, I think. I haven't been listening to much music, shame. I really do need to get that up, but yeah. Alright, so this has been us. I hope you enjoyed what we delivered. And I'm going to say this again. I know I've said it a number of times. Like, retweet, subscribe, share, do everything that you need to do.
Now there's context because it actually looks like we were shouting. Yeah. Now that we've talked about how your failure to plug is holding people back in life, do that now.
Do the things that are necessary. But yeah, do it for all the things that you like, honestly. small businesses, artists, like everything. Just let's
put people on.
Yes.
Also, Samba the Great, I genuinely maintain it should have been on that. The Gift project that had Beyonce in it, had Musiswa in the song, and Tierra Whack, and whatever, she would have fit phenomenally in that. It's not too late. I feel Natasha Chancellor could be the next person to get the man. Not even next. I really hate this idea that they can only be one bad bitch at a time.
We can all be bad bitches.
Get their projects, get batches, come whenever it is. I think he's gonna have an event. We'll probably speak on that.
A video release party
which
on
is
the
such a
22nd.
vibe thing to have. That's exciting as hell. So yeah, look out for that. Have an amazing new week. We hope you have made it into October with a sunny disposition, because it's a sunny place outside in the world. And yeah, stay true to your joy in yourself.
Please, always. And also, just speaking of support, shout out to Probs. Girl, you're the one. But yeah.
I have very little context, but I've seen her once. I think she's great.
You should go look at the comments.
Yes! Oh, that's who that is.
Yes!
She once asked why it wasn't 2 hours.
Yes!
Baby girl, because, that's when secrets start coming
Oh,
out.
him. Heavy secrets.
ATM pin is 55. Use at will. We adore you all. Be well.
Catch you next time when we're talking about whatever it is we're going to be talking about.
Bye.
You have been listening to Coffee and Beans, a product of Avocado Media. For similar content, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our social media at Avocado Media ZM.